Hey guys, Mike Chang here in Costco. I'm gonna start a new series where I'm just gonna go to Costco, try out a bunch of food, and I'll tell you guys what's great. This looks like a really good deal. Sliced grass-fed beef sirloin for $6.50. Large steamed bao for about 10 bucks. Hefty portion of beef short rib lasagna, $15. Giant chicken pot pie, $22. One last thing. Heard about this, never tried it. Let's give it a shot. Japanese A5 Wagyu from Costco. For snacks, watermelon hibiscus popcorn. Let's eat some Costco food. I'm gonna start off with sliced sirloin. This thing already comes cooked and sliced, so all I gotta do is separate the slices, and they're saying to sear each piece for about 30 seconds to a minute. So this was a really good deal. Usually it's about $11.49 a pound. I got this for about $6 a pound. While I'm waiting for my pan to heat up, look at this giant bag of popcorn. Watermelon and hibiscus. This is such a unique flavor. It smells really good. This is a very, very interesting, pretty yummy bag of popcorn. You definitely get a lot of the watermelon. It's a little sweet, a little floral. And this tastes really clean. Actually, the more you eat it, the more you can't put this down. This thing should definitely have the Pringles model. Once you pop, it really can't stop. And right now, I'm really glad I got a huge bag of this stuff. When it's cooking, you smell the pepper flavor. And when you're cutting these apart, they come apart really, really easy. So even before taking a bite, I think this is gonna be tender. Wow. Get myself at least 10 more packs of this and freeze it, and then just eat it pretty much every single day. This is such a good deal for such a succulent, juicy cut of sirloin. Don't cook it too long. Each piece goes in for about 30 seconds. A pepper-infused, succulent cut of beef. The flavor's delicious. It's super juicy. It's tender, again, very peppery. And this thing is done and ready to eat in under 1 minute. I mean, get yourself some sides, some veggies, cook this last, and you got a great meal for any time of the day. Right now it's about 9 a.m. This is a great breakfast. I'm gonna go cook some more. This batch, fresh from the stovetop, even better. The key is, do not overcook this. And this is gonna make you really, really happy. Also at Costco, pick up a bottle of chimichurri sauce. That will go perfectly with this. Next up, I've been eyeing this lasagna for a while. Beef and short rib lasagna. Already preheated my oven. This will be ready in 20 minutes. I also picked up this pack of ketchup, Portland ketchup. I got it because it just looks so pretty. I wanna try it. I have nothing to dip into this. While waiting for the lasagna to cook, going back to my big bag of popcorn. It kind of tastes like a milder kettle corn. Same addictiveness of a kettle corn, not as sweet. Lasagna is ready and it smells amazing. Before digging into that, I'm gonna put this in the oven. This is the largest pot pie I've ever seen in my life. So this will go in for about an hour and a half. I've walked past this lasagna at Costco many times, admired it from afar every single time. It's the first time I got it, and it definitely passes the smell test. Smells so tomatoey and cheesy. This is an awesome piece of lasagna. There's so many layers to this, both figuratively and literally. First of all, that sauce is delicious. Super tomatoey and zesty. You can taste the fresh tomato that went into this sauce. Also, the pasta has a nice al dente texture. The meat is melt in your mouth. Two types of meat in here, ground beef and the short rib, ridiculously tender. Bottom layer of the lasagna, creamy ricotta cheese. Top layer, toasty mozzarella. That's a very meaty, zesty, cheesy mouthful. If I had a note, it'll be more mozzarella on top. I like my lasagna loaded with stretchy cheese. This is a restaurant quality, Garfield approved piece of lasagna. 90 minutes later, the biggest pot pie I've ever held in my hand is finally ready. As soon as I opened the oven, I smelled chicken, I smelled buttery crust, and just taking a piece out, there is a ton of chicken in here. The crust turned a golden brown. Is so crumbly and buttery. Right underneath the crust, it looks like a ton of chicken. And then when you dig a little deeper, you got the peas and carrots and potatoes. So let's put this all together in one bite. Giant flavor. This is a delicious chicken pot pie. Every single thing about it. Crust is good, the filling is good. The chicken is so tender. The gravy is thick and rich and delicious. The little pop in peas and carrots brings a hint of sweetness. This definitely tastes like a homey, comforting grandma's chicken pot pie. Grandma's cooking for a sumo wrestler. But every single bite with the crust, the texture is crumbly, it's melty, it's rich, it's thick. So much chicken flavor. Again, goes remarkably well with that crumbly crust. And this for about 22 bucks. This can feed at least 4 people. So if you are a fan of chicken pot pies, definitely pick this thing up. Well, if you can, because it's pretty heavy. You might want to bring some help. Next item to try, pork steam buns. I don't have a steamer right now. That's probably the best way to make these, but 45 seconds in a microwave comes out piping hot. This is not a bad barbecue pork bun. The bun itself is nice and pillowy. The barbecue pork is not overly sweet. Good amount of fat in here as well. Also, nice smoky flavor too. If you got this at a dim sum restaurant, you'd be pretty happy. One last food item, the star of the show. I remember years ago when I first had Wagyu beef, I heard people tell me it was available at Costco. So today, finally give it a try. And look at how beautiful this is. I mean, you really don't need a label or any packaging on top because what's gonna be more beautiful than that? That gorgeous white pattern rivering through this steak. It looks like a snowy painting. And a pound of this is about 100 bucks. And this is a pound, although it feels heavier than a pound. And this is Japanese A5. When you cook the Wagyu steak, you don't really need to put anything on the pan because this thing is just pure meat butter and it sears so nicely. A little salt and pepper, all you need, and just enjoy the feeling of that meat literally melting on your tongue. I've said this, I think the first time I ever had A5 Wagyu. People use the words melt in your mouth a lot. This is one of the only steaks in the world where that phrase is very literal because the melting point of A5 Wagyu beef is designed to be lower than your body temperature. So it is in fact melting when it touches your tongue. And this cut from Costco, this is a delicious cut of A5 Wagyu. I mean, you can get different cuts from different parts of the cattle. Some are more fatty, some are more lean. I like pieces that are more lean, so you're not feeling too overwhelmed by the marbling of the Wagyu. This cut, I think, is pretty perfect. Good balance of lean meat and fat. Very strong beefy flavor, but with that signature gush of fatty juice once you bite down on the piece of meat. This is a delicious, delicious cut of Wagyu. And $100 a pound, I feel the price is pretty decent. This is a big piece of steak, and it's definitely A5 quality. So if you never had A5 Wagyu before, go to your local Costco. Oh, what's even better, if you can get your hands on some fresh wasabi, not that neon green stuff in the tube, but really good quality wasabi, try the A5 Wagyu steak with a tad of wasabi. Because the steak is so fatty and so marble, you want a little bit of acid. Wasabi works magic. It's one of the most popular condiments to go with your Wagyu if you ever go to Japan. Trust me, this is life-changing. This with wasabi, change it even more. This has been a pretty good Costco food haul. Like I said, I'm gonna make this like a series video. I'm gonna go to Costco, get a bunch of stuff and try and let you guys know what's good. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Till we eat again. See you later.